Y'all, you have made it to season 2, the tattoo tour. Try to say that 3 times fast. Welcome. Today I'm going to explain to you a little bit about my tattoos, how I got them, and what each of them mean to me. I got my first tattoo when I was 16 years old. I remember my dad, he wasn't too happy about it, but I was playing basketball at the time. I was going to Leeka High, and he was like, if you score so-and-so points, then you can get your tattoo. And you already know, I was like, what do I need? And then, you know, I got it, and I got the tattoo. I got the Ball is Life tattoo. James, my older brother, he kind of inspired that one when I was trying to figure out, like, what should I get, blah, blah, blah. I think he had showed me something on Pinterest at the time, so that's kind of where that happened. And then, like, just fast forward now, Ball is Life to me, it's still to this day. I don't really hoop no more. I will play some pickup games, and I still owe everybody an all-star game because I missed the all-star game when I was 16 or 17 or whatever, transferring schools. So yeah, Ball is Life is still to this day, it stands for that. Y'all gonna see how I ball. So next tattoo I got, my order might be a little bit off, so we're gonna kind of generalize here, but I think that the next one I probably got was on my spine, or on my side. It says in Arabic, all praise be to Allah, and I believe it says the Lord of the worlds. That comes from a prayer that me and my family always said multiple times a day growing up.
Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger.
As you know, I did grow up Muslim, specifically the Nation of Islam. That's, you know, Muhammad Ali, Minister Louis Farrakhan, Master Fraud Muhammad, and also, you know, of Malcolm X. All them guys. That was what I kind of grew up in. And I still think to this day, though, that still means, you know, it still holds true, because at the end of the day, like, you know, God's the greatest, the highest power is the greatest, you know, whatever you believe in, it's something up there that's above everything. So, yeah, that's that one. Next tattoo is the one on my spine in the back. And that one is kind of like a 2-part, because I originally didn't have those chakra colors. I just originally had gotten those Chinese letters, and it means, and no, I don't want to mess up the order, but this is what I'm pretty sure it means still. It means the very top one stands love. The very bottom one is family, and the middle is strength, and then I also have faith and wisdom, and I believe courage. Those ones are the ones that fall in between. I'm pretty sure I put love at the top, but let me explain these. So the reason I picked those ones is because love has always been the most important thing to me. If you know me, you know I'm the biggest lover in the entire world. If you don't know me, you might think otherwise, but so I put that kind of like on the top of the list. Family sits at the bottom because families, you know, that's that foundation. I'm a ride or die for my family. So in the middle is strength, because, you know, that is kind of like the glue to everything. You got to be strong. And then the other little 3 ingredients to finish the potion is wisdom, courage, and faith. So, I mean, and that's kind of self-explanatory. If I'm missing one, or if I'm wrong about one, it's that I didn't have courage in there, but I'm pretty sure I did. It's funny though, my mom, she told me, she was like, I asked my mom, because I think I wanted one more. I was trying to fill up like which one I want to do for the last, and I was like, Mom, I think I'm gonna get patience. My mom said, patience? Oh no, you better not get that tattooed on you.
I said that too. I remember.
Yeah. I guess if you know me, you know I ain't got no patience. She said, hell no. Oh man, whatever. So the tattoo that I got was, I believe it was the one on my ankle. And that one was inspired by Rihanna. I ain't gonna stunt. I seen what she did on her hand. And at the time, that was when like henna was super popular. Everybody was getting like the henna tats and everything like that. You know, so I asked the tattoo artist, I showed him what Rihanna's hand looked like. And I was like, it looks very tribal to me. I was like, I want you to freestyle, but I want it to be kind of with this type of, you know, envision. So that's kind of where I got that one. And all of these have been, so far, all of these tattoos were in Nebraska. The next tattoo that I got was probably the one behind my ear. I always represent, like I said, big on family. So my brother Hakeem, he had the Corn Coast vibe. He has Corn Coast and everything like that going on. So he had that tatted behind his ear, and that was my twin. So I got the same thing tatted. I did it like, I got a double whammy in Florida on spring break. I was like, yep, tattoos and piercings, woo! So I got a piece of corn and my nose piercing. The next tattoo that I got was probably the one on my stomach. Me, my mom, and my sister got that one together. And we got that one together. Once again, this one was in Nebraska as well. We got this one together just to resemble. A matter of fact, I think it was the summer. That summer, I think it was the last time me, my sister, and my mom had like the closest bond ever. And so we needed to go ahead and seal that deal. And we got tattooed together. My mom, when we was younger, also in our house on Myrtle, she had a picture up. And it was these 3 African women. And it reminds me of my sister and my mom. And it also reminds me of that tattoo. So yeah, that's where that one came from. Got the little 3 triad triangular thing going on. And it's also infinity because, you know, I just feel like women are so connected within our wombs. And I have 5 brothers and there's only one sister. So it's pretty like me and my sister and my mom, I feel like we have very strong pullage towards each other. So yeah, it's written now since we got it tatted. They can try to run from me, but they can't run forever. So let me see. Next tattoo that I got, it was probably the sunflowers on the arm. Also in Nebraska. Sunflowers I got on my arm. I love sunflowers. It's one of my favorite flowers because of its bright color, because of its strength, because of how tall it grows, because it loves the sun. And I'm a sun baby. I love the sun too. So we go hand in hand. I got some cicadas on this tattoo too. The cicadas I actually thought of in Nebraska, but I ended up getting it when I was in Colorado. Cicadas represent, I got 2 to represent the number 11 actually. And the cicadas, it had a lot of spiritual stuff behind it. I remember that summer, me and my sister, we was hearing a lot of cicadas outside, and through our research, like just different stuff that we was doing. Like if you look up what spiritual animal or spiritual insect the cicada is and what it represents, you can get the wave of why I have the cicada and why it was so prevalent. And we had a ton of cicadas growing up in our backyard too as well. So cicadas for sure. Let's see. The next one I got was my forearm tattoo, and it's my healer's hand. So my healer's hand, it was like my gift to myself after nursing for at least a year or so. I think I got it after like a year and a half, and I'm about a year. I'm almost close to 2 years now. So I did get it about a year after being in the nursing game. I know technically on paper I'm a Western medicine nurse, but I'm really a holistic healer, spiritual healer, who knows the Western ways. So I got the healer's hand, and in my hand I heal through music because, as you know, I do music. I heal through food, and there's a mushroom on there because in a couple years mushrooms are going to be in healthcare. So that's all I'm going to say on that. So there's a mushroom on there. I got magic mushroom. I got the crystals on there because I definitely heal with crystals. It's pretty known nowadays. And then in the middle of the hand is actually Chrome's eyes. That was my first animal and pet that I've ever had. And Chrome was spiritual as hell too. So I got her eyes in the middle because she always with me. That's my little baby. And I had another cat named Phoenix, but you know, Phoenix lives within Chrome anyway. So the next one though I got was this rose. That one was actually probably before the healer's hand, before the arm. So this one I got in Jersey. Me and my brother, we flew out to Jersey to go do a music video. Hakeem was planning on doing some music with Fat Boy and music video. And at the time, I was my brother's travel agent. So I went with them, you know, made sure everything was handled and stuff like that. So one of the things we did when we were away and had some time to ourselves was get tattoos. And oh my gosh, I wish I could get so many more tattoos by the guy. His name on Instagram is like Drizzy M Foy or something. I'm gonna try to put like different links and stuff so y'all know where I got my ink. But yeah, he did my tattoo, and you know what he told me though? He told me, he was like, after he put the rose on my wrist, on the left wrist, he said, nobody else can touch this arm but me. And I think he was specifically talking about the lower arm because I am going to get something tribal eventually, like wrapped around up here. But to this day, I ain't let nobody touch that arm. So let's see. I got this tattoo up here, which y'all can see in my In We Up video. You'll see me doing like a lot of this. So I got a tattoo up here. Y'all gonna see in my In We Up video, I'm doing like a lot of pulling my shirt down and stuff like that. And like kind of like gesturing towards it. I got this tattoo also a separate time in Colorado. And the tattoo that I got, it represented my twin flame at the time. And probably will forever be my twin flame. But yeah, so that was one reason I got the tattoo. And when I say twin flame, you'll have to do research on that too. But and I might even put a little description about what a twin flame is or something like that. But yeah, so we got the tattoos together, and now it also represents though like the karmatic cycle. It represents the yin and the yang, and I chose wolves and fire in there because twin flame and the wolves, that spiritual animal and what that represents. So it's a lot of different stuff in the tattoo. I'm trying to keep it like not get too deep in it with y'all, but in summary, that's kind of what it is, what it represents. Now I think the last one I just got to talk about is my most recent one that I got. So my hand's still kind of swollen, but I got a lion tattooed. So originally, I've been wanting to get a lion now for a couple of months, but I ended up switching what kind of lion I wanted, kind of like last minute. And I chose Scar because Scar reminds me of the same person that played in, what's that movie, Wakanda. It reminds me of the same person that kind of played in Wakanda. You know, that dark side that a lot of people shun and like look down on and things like that. And I've always been the type of person that was so attracted to that, knowing, understanding, helping, figuring out the scars, you know? So that's the kind of line that I got. And I got a little toothpick in there to represent my grandpa because, you know, rest in power forever, grandpa. From my mom's side. So that also represents him as well. And then it represents the Leos. My pops, he's a Leo. My grandpa, he's a Leo. My grandma on my dad's side and grandpa, they got like, there's lots of Leo ties that way. So this really was for like the dad's sides, you know, my dad and my grandpa though. So, and then a little bit of myself because I'm a Leo too. So put it right there on my hand. But I think that concludes Tattoo Tour. I'm applying lots of shea butter, and coconut oil, and vitamin E oil to it. So make sure y'all stay moisturized and hydrated. Peace, love, shea butter babies.